Wedges in a stopgap on this progress for Osaka.
Too casual hitting that ball. She's not really well prepared. Her position is not perfect to hit this.
Oh, Naomi Osaka powering her way through once again. Board and viewing screen outside Stadium 1 that runs from north to south, really making this not just a premier mandatory event, but a premier event in the sporting world. Rising talent right at the forefront for Naomi Osaka. And she's looking to turn the screws ever so tighter, closing in on her first WTA title.
And I'm surprised again that Kasatkina didn't call on the coach on this changeover.
And a full bloom is the theme here in Indian Wells of this tournament. This little oasis in the desert, what they're calling tennis paradise. It's been Osaka's game that we've seen in full bloom the last couple of days. Venus Williams, she would have been her opponent, and that would have been an intriguing clash, but it wasn't because of Kasatkina. And Osaka saw to it that it wouldn't be Halep versus Venus. So much expectations for that final, but Osaka just shutting the world #1 down. And she continued to flourish.
Wow. I mean, this is really night and day with what we've seen, and I'm going to have to agree with what you said earlier. I didn't think it was going to be a factor, but the match against Venus Williams definitely took a toll on her. I mean, she's not sharp. She has a hard time focusing. Her game is off. She's giving many points, and physically she's not moving as well.
And Osaka is looking to bully her way in. Now she has been on a tremendous tear. That is now 8 of the last 9 games as she is starting to develop that kick towards the finish line. Bolt-esque. Well, Japanese success at this event has been limited. There have been a couple of notable moments in the history. Back in 1995, it was Naoko Samumatsu who was able to get to the semifinals, losing to Mary Jo Fernandez, and Kamiko Date-Krum the following year reached the Final Four. But no player from Japan has ever reached the final until today. They may just have a champion. Once again, what used to be an aggressive, offensive part of her arsenal, we saw it in the previous matches, has now become something of desperation.
And
no commitment.
Yeah, but just because of the speed also of Osaka, she knows that she has to make such a great drop shot that she's trying for something way too close to the net, and it's not even going over the net.
Right idea, cut it close, and Osaka says it was too close. I don't even think it found its mark.
And you see how much Kasatkina is waiting for that ball. She's not attacking it. She's not getting close enough to it. And close it was. So close that it is long.
Didn't give herself a margin, and again, not striking with the confidence we've seen previously. She's been in this position before, but not this lopsided. It was 2 points from defeat against Williams in the previous round. Venus couldn't find a way to finish. Is this the start of the comeback? It's a long road to hoe. And Daria shows some heart. Her coach said, I want to see Dasha. Well, this is the chance for her to bring her to the forefront. She's on the board. Exact. Her lone foray into a final at a WTA event in late 2016 on her home soil, her native Japan, Tokyo, to be more precise, against Caroline Wozniacki. Came up short on that day, a straight sets loss. Serving to make up for it, and make up very well. Thank you very much for the title of this premier mandatory event and the first of her career. Osaka serves for the championship.
Serving with new balls here. She might go and take a cut on this first serve. She sure did. Just long, 120 miles per hour though.
Almost like a warning shot across the bow. Oh, but follows it up as she commits her third double fault. Maybe just feeling a bit tight, or just trying to go for a bit too much. She's been pretty aggressive today. She's been the one dictating play. Either way, 15-all.
Oh,
for the second time, that
flat 118 down the tee.
Fault and then an ace.
She loves that combination, apparently.
Does. She did it back in the fourth game of this set. That put her on this run. Well, her lone final coming in Japan, where she was born, but she moved to the United States when she was 3 years old, and she is definitely an all-American girl with a chance to win that first title on her racket. Well, not as scintillating as we might have expected from the start between these two youngsters that seem to be the favorite.